Hey folks, Greg here. Today I have a special treat for you. No pun intended. Is that bad?
Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay.
The nice people at the Bake-A-Wish, which is a online pastry store that sells pies and cakes and all these semi-sweet baked goods, sent me 2 of their cakes, a vanilla cake and a chocolate cake, and their Nintendo theme. So stick around, we're gonna open them up, take a bite, and tell you how they taste, and see if they're worth the price that they're asking for. So the cakes come in a very nice, I want to say like designer pastry box that says Bake-A-Wish on it, and they're located in New York, and they're shipped very quickly. I'm in California, so they got to me very fast. And they have a new line of Nintendo cakes. The ones that they sent us have the classic NES controller on them with a level up made out of the controller wire, the controller plug, which is kind of creative right on the front, and it has the white, the gray, the red, brown and white sprinkles on the side, black frosting. I think it's buttercream frosting. My wife may chime in. She's the food connoisseur in this relationship.
It's buttercream.
It's buttercream frosting. And it's a cute little, what would you say, 8-inch cake? They're like 7-inch, 8-inch diameter cakes, so they're not gigantic cakes. So they're each 2 layer cakes. They're on the smaller side, which is probably better. We shouldn't be eating a ton of sugar. But they came with a little Bake-A-Wish card to tell you what to do when you get them, because they do come cold, flash frozen, I do believe, or refrigerated. So it says here, please allow 1 to 2 hours to thaw. Store airtight, refrigerate up to 5 days. Freeze is good for up to 2 months. So you have about 5 days to eat it if you refrigerate it, which is plenty of time. That's a week if you've got family and kids. You're gonna go through this like candy, even though it's not candy because it's cake. So basically what they do is, the thing that they're doing with specifically Nintendo is they have officially licensed Nintendo cakes. They have one here with the NES controller. They also have a Super Mario Brothers one. They also have other licensed cakes like SpongeBob and other stuff. You can check out their site. As far as ingredients goes, it comes with an ingredients card that tells you everything that's in it. Now, to be fair, this Bake-A-Wish company doesn't claim to be like all organic and all natural. There are a lot of like preservatives, food coloring and stuff in the cake. The cake obviously has fondant on top of it. I'm gonna put the link to the ingredients below so you can read it, but I'll just read them on the video real fast. So it says ingredients, sugar in order, sugar, enriched bleach flour. I'm gonna skip all the stuff that's in that. Cocoa processed with alkali, oh my God, palm oil, egg white, leavening, baking soda, sodium phosphate. These are all like preservatives, acid, salt, and then you start getting into like the oils and the gar gums for texture. So like it's not just like sugar, flour, eggs, and milk. Obviously it has more things in it, especially all the food coloring. It does contain milk, egg, soy, and wheat, and produced on equipment that processes peanuts, almonds, hazelnuts, pecans, and walnuts. So if you're allergic to nuts, cross-contamination, this is not for you. But it's really nice that they make that clear on their notepad. I'll also leave the ingredients in the description below.
That means kosher.
Oh, my wife's also pointed out to me that they do make kosher cakes, as well as gluten-free cakes on their site. They make a lot of stuff on their site, but we're here to talk about Nintendo cakes. So we have one vanilla and we have one chocolate, and we're gonna try these real fast. Which one should we try first? So we're gonna try the vanilla cake first. I'm gonna take a bite out of it and tell you what I think. Then my wife's gonna take a bite of it off camera because she doesn't want to be on camera, and tell you what she thinks about it. So here's our first bite for the vanilla. It's good, it's not grainy. The frosting is smooth. Very strong vanilla flavor. It is vanilla. The consistency is good. It's spongy like cake should be. And the frosting in the middle is definitely I think it's a whipped frosting, Cole, so you might not like that. But it's not bad. I can't really taste, there's like some kind of print fondant on the front, on the top here, but it's so thin, I can't really taste it because my wife and I were not big fans of fondant. A lot of people take fondant off cakes before they eat them to make them look really nice, but that doesn't really make a difference here. It has chocolate and, I do say chocolate, just brown and white sprinkles on the side with the black frosting on the top, and the black frosting it's definitely buttercream on the black frosting. And it just tastes like regular standard frosting. Now my wife is gonna take a bite off camera and tell you what she thinks. She is the food master.
That's buttercream in the middle.
It is? Mm-hmm. So it is buttercream in the middle, okay. Okay, will you, can you elaborate a little more? Like, how's the textures? Is it too sweet, not sweet enough, just right? How strong is the vanilla?
I can finally appreciate what it's like to be the second judge on a baking contestant show.
Why is that?
Because you're like, it's all smooth and it tastes like vanilla, and it's like, what do you want me to say that hasn't already been said?
Is it a good cake?
It's very yummy. The cake itself is like, It's weird because, it's supposed to be kind of like bread, but it's a creamy
The creamy
cake
consistency.
texture. Yeah. And it's denser than like the cakes that I would make in a box kind of a thing.
And what if you grab the end piece and get some of the sprinkles and the frosting on the end pieces are the best pieces, the corner pieces. When you have a round cake, every piece is a corner piece. She's a tough judge.
I actually like the cake the most. I really like buttercream frosting, but the cake itself is actually really impressive.
I think too about all their cakes is they donate 5% of every sale to their charity, which is Bake-A-Wish Cares. And that falls under teachers and veterans and overseas. And they do a bunch of good stuff. I'll leave a link to their charity in the description below. You can research more information about that. Now, that was the vanilla cake. Nicole, what would you rate the vanilla cake 1 out of 10?
Oh, that's like a 9.
9. My wife says 9. It's a pretty good cake. I'm going to try another quick bite. It is a little dense, like my wife said, but not too dense. It's not like brownie dense. It's definitely still got that cake consistency. Well, they also sent us a Nintendo cake that is chocolate. Chocolate is my wife's best friend. So let me try. It looks like it's another double layer cake. It's got some vanilla frosting on the top, I guess, or probably regular buttercream frosting on the top. So we're just gonna take a quick bite of this one. The chocolate's better. The chocolate's way better.
Really?
Wow. It's got that chocolatey consistency that's like not too strong. Or like a lot of chocolate, especially milk chocolate, can be like so sweet, and dark chocolate can be really bitter. It's got a nice flavor in between that, and it's still just as like kind of fluffy and a little more dense than a regular cake. Same consistency as the vanilla cake, which is fine because they probably make them the same way. But no, that's a very good chocolate cake. Go ahead and you try it off camera.
It's good. I actually prefer the vanilla.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's interesting. What would you rate that cake 1 to 10?
6 or a 7. I mean, it's not bad. It's just the buttercream situation happening in the middle there. It's kind of grainy.
You think the layer in the middle is grainy?
Yeah, it's grainy.
Let me see.
The other cake it all blended together and just kind of melted. Whereas in this one, you're actually kind of catching the sugar crystals.
Very subtly. I like how light it is. It does taste like it's still sugary sweet. Don't get me wrong, but it is very it's more mild sugary than normal cakes you'd get at like the supermarket. I'll try the end piece here and see what it tastes like with the sprinkle. I like that. I'll try an end piece. Try the end piece. The frosting is not chocolate frosting on the outside. It's some kind of it's either regular buttercream or whipped buttercream. It's not vanilla though. It's just whatever buttercream is naturally, whatever flavor buttercream is.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty good. I'm very impressed. I like the vanilla slightly better than the chocolate, but they're both very decent cakes.
So Nicole likes the vanilla cake. I like the chocolate cake. Now these cakes all are available online. They ship them anywhere in the US, I believe, and they get here very fast. This got here in 2 days. So it got here extremely fast because it is perishable. It came in a cold container with a cold pack in it. You got to put it in the fridge right away. It comes with a little card if I already showed you that. Now the cakes are a little bit on the expensive side. They're $65. So $65 for like a 7-8 inch stick-oven cake is really expensive. You got to factor in the cost that they're shipping them to you, rush in under 2 days, and they're also officially licensed as well. So they have to pay a fee for Nintendo or whatever, SpongeBob, whatever IP holder has the like to the cake. So they are officially licensed. Like I said before, they make cakes, cupcakes, cheesecakes, and they have lots of variety on their website with all different types of celebrations like birthdays, congratulations, thank you, happy anniversary, love, thinking of you, sympathy, get well tuned, I'm sorry, and best wishes. So they have lots of variety on here. Now their cakes are, I've mentioned before, their cakes are a little bit on the expensive side. Some of their cakes are $40 or so, and then these ones are specifically $65. Again, you're paying for that licensing, and the rush delivery for sure is a factor there. They were good cakes. I don't know if I would, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I would spend $65 on a cake like this.
Well, I think it's like you said, it's the licensing. Like
it's
people
the
are
licensing.
trying to...
It's a New York. You know, it's a big website at the bakeries in New York. So maybe it's that New York East Coast pricing.
No,
California.
would these be customizable?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
You might be, because I think they're licensed to have the Level Up logo with the NES
Well, yeah, but
controller
like,
on it.
could you ask for like a different filling in the chocolate one?
Yes, they have 4 different types of this. They have vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and red velvet are the 3
No,
ones
but
they
I'm
make
talking
in
about
this
the
one.
middle. Like instead of putting buttercream in the middle, if they could put like a filling, because that would actually tie all the flavors together and make the chocolate cake even better.
The Nintendo cakes come in 4 flavors. You cannot go crazy with the flavors probably because they have to, pre-make these or make a lot of them at the same time. So they come in chocolate cake, vanilla cake, red velvet cake, and strawberry cake. And of course you can customize the event with I think they have a sticker and a card. So happy birthday, best wishes, happy anniversary, all that good jazz that you before. They also have a loyalty program. So the more you buy, you get point system back and you can spend those points on future cakes, cupcakes, and cheesecakes. Anyway guys, if you guys are interested in the Bake-A-Wish cakes, I'll leave a link in the description below along with the ingredients of these 2 particular cakes so you know exactly what's in them and kind of give an idea of the product. And I mean, I enjoyed them. They are a little bit on the expensive side. I think was the only thing that I would criticize them for. Again, the IP, the rush delivery, and I'm sure they bake them in New York. I don't think these are shipped over from overseas like so many other products out there, toys and statues and stuff like that. But this is food, so it has to be made at least in the United States or Canada, probably I'd say, and then shipped to you in 2 days. Rush delivery on perishables. Well, that was Bake-A-Wish's Nintendo-themed cakes, vanilla and chocolate. Thank you so much, Bake-A-Wish, for sending me these. I really appreciate it. We do love cake in this household, and this cake will not go uneaten. So for more unboxing and reviews, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com.